Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance. Look, I had to make sure my crystal ball was here, representing the full moon. Y'all know it's a what's it called? A Pisces full moon. And no, this is not the Pisces full moon reading. Okay, this is me sipping some hot tea and about to drop some Virgo energy on y'all. Okay, I'm about to drop some Virgo energy on y'all, because y'all, we still in the Virgo season and we still in the Virgo retrograde. And that energy, like I tell y'all, is nothing to play with. It's very blunt. It's very honest. It's very forward. It's very direct. Okay. It'll hit you like a ton of bricks. It's just what it is. Okay. And that's why you hear so much mixed emotions about Virgos. Okay. So y'all know I've been talking about a lot of things that as a collective we have to address when we're in what I call adulthood, manhood, and womanhood. And for y'all know, I am a generational curse breaker. That's why I just posted today. Where are the generational curse breakers at? Because we are literally right there. Okay. I see a lot of us. I see so many of us that are literally changing the way their families were living, or just whatever that may be. But they're the new person, building companies, building businesses, healing. Most of the chosen ones are in a healing position. Everybody I know is healing. It doesn't matter. They either musicians speaking about it consciously. They got books out. They counselors now. They're therapists. The healers are the people that's doing what we're doing. The readers, the oracles, whatever it may be. People that's, nature workers that showing more respect to the earth and all that. So that present is super high right now, y'all. It's super high right now. We're literally in the middle of a world ascension now. Like, life is changing. It's a lot going on the news without giving stuff too much attention. Y'all know, and I don't keep up with the news, but they trying to distract us with a whole bunch of stuff right now, because the world is really yours to take. Okay. It's already there. There is no president, y'all. This is all a game. It's all a game, y'all. There is no presidents. What you're supposed to be doing right now is being able to take care of yourself fully and wholeheartedly. I mean that. I'm serious. That's why I talk so much about being away from people that don't serve you. Like, y'all, it's back to gardening, y'all. It's back. Like, by the way, like I tell y'all, I'm a Tennessee baby, born and raised. And I was back and forth between Shepherdville, Tennessee and Nashville, Tennessee. Okay. And Springfield, Tennessee, and everything. So seeing people grow food growing up was the norm. You know what I'm saying? It's back to that. These grocery stores ain't nothing to play with. Whether you eat out or you go to the grocery store, it costs the same amount of money. I spent like $70 just buying toiletries and fruit, and some fruit, y'all. Toiletries, $70-something and some fruit. That wasn't even a meal. You see what I'm saying? So some of the stuff I be posting, a lot of the stuff I be posting, I'll come from a balanced perspective, okay? I had my grandmother growing up giving me advice, and I had my grandfather growing up giving me advice, and they were a married couple, and they agreed with each other. Anything they taught me, they agreed with it together, and then he taught me how to explain it from a man's point of view, and she taught me how it explained from a woman's point of view, and then with that together, that was balance. That's where we at, y'all. This is Judgment Day. You at the balancing of your scales in your body. You at the heart energy, weighing the heart on the scales. Have you been learning and growing and transforming? Or is there a lot of baggage going on in there that you've been piling up and not addressing? Your life reflects that right now. Y'all, look, this is one of my, this is another vintage dress. Y'all know it's the Virgo season, so I got a solar return coming up, and I do take donations, okay? Because I got some more things I want to give myself, and of course, y'all know I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and I got to take care of myself. But yeah, this is a dress this is stuff I used to grow up wearing, y'all, and I used to couldn't stand it. I tell y'all, I used to think my mom was trying to make my life a living hell, because she didn't want me to express my goth, side. She didn't like all that dark stuff. It was forbidden. So she would put me in the most loudest thing you can do, because she knew I was very socially socially awkward, and she knew I liked being to myself, because I would do it in the house around them. She knew I didn't like being around a lot of people, so she would force me in dresses like this and put me around a whole bunch of people and attract a whole bunch of attention to me, just to torture me. Just crazy. Just to torture me, y'all. Because she knew I just didn't like being around big crowds, and I had anxiety. That's the type of stuff that when you're doing shadow work, that type of stuff comes out. That's what I be telling y'all. And that's why the only way I could do it is show y'all as an example. But I turned that same embarrassment into a superpower because now I love this shit. Okay? Now I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love all of this. You see what I'm saying? I'm a cowgirl. Okay? I grew up, my grandfather was a cowboy. All my uncles was cowboys. Okay? She made me, so she used to do that because she thought I would be, she thought I would be insulted by it, which is what she did. She wanted me to feel like it was lame. Because maybe that's the type of man that she fell in love with or thought she was going to get. And when she didn't get it and got with my dad, which my granddaddy, she liked my granddaddy a lot. That's the only thing she talked about how my granddad was the best man ever. Because he was. To my grandmama, oh. My grandmama never got remarried again to another man. She had 8 kids, and when my granddaddy died, that was it for her. I never seen my grandmama with another man. I know for a fact that my grandmama only had sex with my grandfather, and she lived to be 94. That just that don't happen unless that was your twin flame. She lost her twin flame. So my mom thought my dad was like that, and my dad was a dog. He was in the streets. He was a dog. She didn't know no better. She didn't know no better, a little country girl from Chevyville, and got played by a street nigga. I'm using these terms because it's the facts, and this is exactly how my mother would explain it. She was so upset about how she got played because she wasn't taught how to deal with men like that. She was raised up like a lady, actually. I know because I talked to my grandmother about it. She wasn't raised like it, but when she went to a bigger small town, Nashville, left Chevyville, and got the fooling around with him, ain't never been charmed before, she got taken advantage of for being naive. That's how the trauma started. I had to figure all that out in therapy just from the stories that both of them used to tell me. And I didn't know whose side to take because all they did was argue. All they did was post blame. And I love both of them. But all they did was argue. And I'm trying to understand how both of y'all feel about this. So just imagine as a child, me growing up, what all parents did was argue. I never seen my mom hug or kiss or nothing. I've never seen them together. Never. And the first time I seen them together was back in 2020 when my grandmama passed away. The last elder in our family, the matriarch. All right. And I picked up the motherfucking plate. All right. I picked up the plate because I miss my grandmother. I miss my grandmother. She was the best woman ever. Just holy. And she kept the family together. And ever since she left, my whole family has fell apart. And I had to leave. I had to leave because there was no way I could fix all their problems. I talked to my grandmother and my grandfather in the spirit world. Both of them told me to live my life and move on. Because my family doesn't care. They sick. I've had crackheads, alcoholic, drug dealers, rapists, perverts. It's a load of crap. Not everybody. Because y'all know we got big families. So I'm not talking about first and second and fourth cousins. Because I ain't even grow up with them. Most people don't even know they fourth and fifth and seventh cousin. This is immediate family. It was terrible, y'all. It's terrible. And we don't want to talk about these things. We don't want to remember what molded us to the activities we took place into our adulthood, where all of it stemmed from. You gotta go back. You gotta go back and address that stuff. This is not about pointing blame. It's about admitting stuff. It was stuff that happened to you that wasn't okay. And your mama or your daddy or whoever was your guardian wasn't there to protect you. It's a lot of that trauma in our families. And we got to start talking about this stuff. That's really what my platform is all about. Childhood trauma. There is no age group to this. Most people never heal from childhood trauma. I'm talking about never. I've heard people tell me they don't like men because of what happened to them, or don't like women because of what happened to them, because of what a relative did to them. It messes with you when you don't address it. So look, y'all, I had to be reborn, if that makes sense to y'all. I had to be reborn. I had to let all that stuff go. I had to admit that my mama was envious of me because she hated my father. So my mama would let my sister, I have an older sister, do whatever she wanted to do. Thank you so much. She used to let my sister do whatever she wanted to do. My sister got to be in all the sports and ballerina stuff and everything. My mama invested in my sister. I watched my mom spend money on my sister as a major and everything for her to do things to make her happy, because she thought that was the baby that was going to take care of her miracle baby from her first marriage. And then she did the same with my brother. She would do anything for my brother. But me, she despised me. And as I told y'all, my mom tried to abort me. If y'all don't know that about me, they was going to court, my dad and my mom, because my mom wanted to abort me. She didn't want me. She used to tell me to my face all the time when she would get frustrated with me for wanting her attention, to want to play with her, to want to spend time with her, that, look, Nisha, you ain't even supposed to be here. To my face, y'all. Narcissist. Fucking narcissist. Narcissist. To my face, y'all, she would tell me that. And it's a lot of women that have gone through that, and men. Rejection from your mother is sometimes worse than it is from your father. But it's really worse both ways. But this is the mother. This is your mother. If you notice, there's a lot of people that grow up without fathers, and they still turn out better sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So that's why it's true. Women can get raised without a father, and a son can. It happens all the time. But if you put that son in the right environments. But a young girl having like mommy issues, and a young boy with feeling rejection from the person that is supposed to nurture them. You're the woman they seen first when they came out, right? You birthed me. You held me for 9 months. Just like in the wild, y'all, the first person they imprint on is the first person they see, which is normally your mother. So that's why everybody, I'm not trying to, then look, before I say any of this, I'm speaking on the science level. I'm not speaking that you can love a mother or father more, because I don't believe in none of that, okay? This is science, all right? This is biology. This is your mother. Y'all had a universal connection, an umbilical cord. That is a powerful thing. You had her blood in your blood. You get that? Her body had to develop the eyes, the food that she produced to help you grow a brain. Okay? You can't just if you can go through that entire experience and be mommy dearest, that's a damn shame. And I know some mothers like that. Same thing with the daddy. When you couldn't stand their daddy, and he looked just like his daddy, and he even may do things that his daddy used to do. They used to make you laugh and fall on your feet. But because it's over, and you mad because you got to co-parent him, you take it out on his son and treat him like a dog. Punch on him. I used to watch all that. Punch on him. Tell him to man up. Be mean to him. That's why you ain't going to ever have no girlfriend going to be a punk. Bully him. Break these young men down at a young age. Then he grew up hating women. Man. Address this stuff, y'all. And get this stuff out of your body. Get this stuff out of your body, y'all. It's not your fault that stuff happened, but it is your fault to keep letting that nightmare keep you harming yourself with people around you. That's your responsibility now. That's a tough responsibility, but it is nonetheless if you want happiness outside of all that childhood trauma. And that's why I was crying, because I found that. But that still don't take back that I wish my grandmother and my grandfather was here to see that. I'm proud of me, but I would love for them to still be here to see that I was the one that did it. Because they used to always tell me when I was little, you're going to be the one to change the game for the family. When I was little, y'all, my grandparents, I was like, that's what I'm saying. When you young, the people that was there for you through all the stuff is the people you remember. I don't care how young you were. You remember everything they taught you. And because I used to live with my grandparents for a short period of time before my mom married this narcissist that moved us all the way to Springfield, Tennessee, away from the whole family, just isolate us, because that's what abusers do. Abusive men. They got to isolate you from the family so you can't just run to somebody. You can't just run to somebody when you all the way out here in Springfield, Tennessee. You ain't got no car and you got 3 kids and your baby daddy in jail. You see what I'm saying? My daddy was in jail. Father was in jail, so he knew it. As soon as he knew my father went to prison, snatched and then ran her life. Used to beat the crap out of me and my brothers and my sister. Just for fun. Just for fun, y'all. And then they try to act like they don't remember that stuff. That's the delusional stuff. I know I'm talking to more than just myself out here. They actually try to pretend like all that stuff don't matter. You know, I've been getting phone calls from family members, like people that don't even never call me, and the people that cause trauma. So it's like, what you calling me for now? I ain't got nothing for you. And the people, that's why I tell people, my family members that I still talk to, because that's what I had to do, y'all. I had to weed out the ones that I don't mess with, and they know who they are. And I have the group of family members that ain't never done nothing wrong to me and love me and been there for me, or whatever the case may be. And we still get along and talk now. But the bulk of it had to cut off. You get to pick who you want to be related to. That's what I did. I picked, and I don't care. My mom asked me to come to the family reunion. Family reunion for what? I can't even be myself. That's another thing I tell you about being around people that won't let you be yourself. Yes, thank you, Queen. They can't even let you be yourself. Have you ever got bullied by your own family members? I used to get bullied. So my mom would literally put me in dresses like this just to make fun of me with my uncle. So let me tell you another thing. My uncle that passed away recently, right? I told y'all, man, rest his soul. Rest his soul. I've been talking to him too. Him and her, they didn't mean no harm, but they was laugh. What Kevin Hart say? Laugh at my pain. That was the best title I ever heard, because I know exactly what he mean. Laugh at my pain. Kevin Hart was telling y'all a lot of stuff that happened with him. He made it a joke, but he was serious. When y'all ever seen his documentary, but he was serious. So I'm like, laugh at my pain, yeah. But my mom used to make fun of me. My own mother was my first bully, y'all. That's how I got low self-esteem. My mother used to bully me. She would make fun of me. She would make fun of my hair. She would experiment on my hair, how I lost my hair as a child. Y'all remember them perms started coming out? They experimented on me first, like, yeah, try it on her. And they used to literally F my hair up in experiments before they had tried on each other's hair. Like I was some puppet. And then would laugh at me if I got a bald spot, which happened to me a couple times. Then I got to go to school and get bullied at because I got a couple of bald spots, and my mama and she didn't do nothing about it. That's the kind of shit I grew up with, y'all. From a mother. And some of y'all don't want to, thank you, King. And some of y'all don't want to admit, but your mother is a fucking bitch. Your mama a bitch. And I said it. Your mama's a bitch. She ain't no motherfucking princess. I don't give a fuck how many pair of Jordans she bought your ass. My mama bought me Harry Potter books. She bought me Tinkerbell because she'll buy me stuff that I like just so I would shut the fuck up. Gifts don't mean shit. That's why I be like, when these niggas be trying to act like they giving me a goddamn gift, nigga, fuck your gift. Fuck that shit. Do you love me? Do you care about me? Are you going to be there me on the good days and the bad days? Because every day is not a good day. Okay? Anxiety and depression is real. And y'all, this stuff is like, that's why I said, I don't get it, y'all. People be killing me. You really think a gift is going to get me to sleep with you or respect you? No. That's just not how it works. Respect comes from love and genuineness. Okay? We forgot about these things, y'all. Man, okay, let me tell you what happened when I was outside today. I'm outside. My neighbor walks up to me as I'm watering my garden like, when are you going to get married? Because he followed me on Instagram, so he know what I do. And I was like, why you sound just like my family? I'm going to tell y'all about why my family always used to give me crap about not being married. And when I drop that on y'all going to trip. And y'all feel like y'all already know. But I told him, I said, I'm living my life. I'm happy. Why are you? Because he done asked me this before. So he said, you know all men cheat, right? I'm like, what? First of all, I wasn't even thinking like that. And I do not believe that all men cheat just like I don't believe that all women cheat. So I was like, whatever. He said, you might as well get you one soon because it's a lot happening. You need a man. And I'm like, all right, y'all. Oh, let me sip my tea. I ain't sip my tea one time. I was like, oh, it's tea good, y'all. Y'all, this is my China set. I need the rest. The rest costs like $130, the whole set. I just bought a teacup and this stuff is expensive. This is how my grandmama used to be in the kitchen after church. Fixing Sunday dinner. She like, you want to pour us some tea and sit us up at the table? Do y'all miss that? Did y'all even have that? This is the Virgo mom. I know I'm going off topic. It's all right. But yeah, my grandma used to just sit up at the table with me and sip tea and tell me to talk to her. Just talk to her. The most beautiful thing ever. And she would let me read to her. Read books. She knew I loved to read. And once she figured out what I loved, she'll put it right in front of me and gave me things that were beautiful about birds, about flowers. You know what I'm saying? About nature, because she knew I loved nature. So she used to tell me, I know you like being outside enjoying nature, but you also got to learn about nature. So I'm like, stuff like that. I had to live my life through my grandparents and go back home to a storm with my mama. It was crazy. I didn't even understand how they came from the same energy. Like, you was actually in my grandmama's body. What happened to her? Grandmama, like, what happened to her? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, after he told me I need to just hurry up and get one because it's a lot going on here. You need a man. I was like, so as his wife walked by and spoke to me, I'm like, how you doing, dear? I said, it's a damn shame that women like her gotta be with men like you after what you just said to me. Like, and it's women like that. Your man cheating you with him because you can't take care of yourself. Y'all, I be starving sometimes. I don't care. I be like, well, sound like I'm going on a 3-4 day fast. Long as I got water, weed, and sunlight, and some oatmeal, and some rice and beans, I'm okay. Shoot. I seen my mom and daddy argue too much to even give a darn about having somebody in my company just to have somebody and risk making babies that you hate. So you treated your child that way. We ain't repeating that bullshit. Not over here. That's my healing, y'all. That's where I'm at. I'm in my Christ energy. All that took invested therapy on my end and acknowledging it. It was painful, y'all. That's why I just got emotional a while back. I don't mind. It was the most painful reality when that light switch came on. That's when I realized, I said, you got to be a healer. They used to tell me all the time, you got a testimony out of this world. I do. I didn't used to get it back then when people used to tell me this stuff. Because y'all know I was homeless and everything. She kicked me out at 17 because I wanted to go to college. I said, Mom, okay, I graduated high school because I graduated a year earlier. She wasn't ready. I actually used to do hair, y'all. I took up cosmetology. She put me in cosmetology because she knew I didn't like doing that crap. She knew I wanted to take up natural earth and science class where I could go on trips and stuff, and she would have to pay more money for that class. So cosmetology was cheaper, so she didn't put me in what I wanted. But guess what? I learned how to do hair and nails. Used to do everybody hair in school for $25, $50, $25 for nails, $50 for hair. And man, I asked my teacher to sign me up for extra classes to get the fuck out of school early, man. I was like, get me away from this fucking bitch. I'm ready to go. I knew she was going to put me out. I'm a Virgo. I was getting the exit plan already together. I said, I got to get a head start. Because I knew then, at that point, I've been knowing my mama was a narcissistic mother. And she hated me. I've been knowing it. And she envied me because I became everything that she wanted to become. But she didn't. She used to call me fast. Meanwhile, she got 3 baby daddies. And this is no offense. This is no offense to anybody that has had 3 baby daddies. I'm just saying, how you gonna call me fast when, baby, that second baby daddy was while you was married? What they call it, the bastard baby? Hello, you was cheating on your freaking husband with your little princess. And y'all know what happened to my sister. And I love my sister. She's had a great recovery. But she was a crackhead. She ended up getting strung out on drugs for years. That's how I got 4 nieces and nephews. I got 3 nieces and a nephew. And she was on crack with one of those babies. And we didn't see that baby for 2 years. We met my niece when she was 2. Okay? Stuff like that. Crackheads. All in my family. All in my family, y'all. So my mom, when my sister got pregnant at 13, forced me to take care of her baby. My sister started getting out there. She had to work a job. My mom, she dropped out of high school because my mom said, you need to go to work and take care of this baby. Now school over for you. And stuck me with the baby. Ain't that crazy? That's why I ain't got no kids, y'all. I raised 4 kids already. My nephew, so because he was so young, I only raised him half the time. My sister got him back now, finally. But I had custody of them. Me and my mom had joint custody. I was a whole fucking mama and auntie. Even after all the bullcrap being homeless, y'all, That's the crazy part. After being homeless, not speaking to my mom for about a year or two, I was working jobs, going to school, and my sister getting pregnant, and I'm helping them. I'm just helping them, being so obedient, not caring about myself, y'all. That's how I learned how to not love myself. Let my mom, that treated me like this my whole life, punish me with my sister's kids, and I don't got no obligations. Made me feel obligated. She even bought me a car, y'all. My mom bought me a car. She bought me a car, but her gifts came with something behind that. So when she bought me a car, guess what I was doing? Picking up my nieces and nephews for school so she didn't have to do it. She would get me anything I need to keep things off of her. Seriously. And I used to tell my mom, do you not want to see me happy? No, she didn't. She wanted me to end up pregnant with a bunch of kids with no man. Or, I really don't even think that. I just don't think my mama wanted me to find happiness. I don't think she cared if I had babies or not. She didn't want me to have kids. She didn't want me to experience a better experience with motherhood than her. She didn't. Because she ruined hers. And she was like, I'd be deed if the baby that came from that bastard ends up having a better life than me after what I had to go through because of her dirty father that you had sex with, ma'am. And dropped 2 babies. Come on, lady. You dropped 2 with that fool. You loved it. My daddy is a charm. I tell y'all, my daddy is a player. All right? And I'm telling it. He's smooth. He's so smooth. I totally get it. I like my daddy's energy. But now that I know what that is, when dudes do that stuff, I'm like, boy, I grew up with a dude like that. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. I know genuine when I see it because I seen that player game my whole freaking life. That's another thing. That's why it's important for women to know their daddies. They didn't know the nigga a dog. He was a dog. Some of y'all don't want to admit your daddy was a dog to your mama. You know it. Both of them was dogs a lot of times. That's another thing. You can't take sides with your parents. You don't know the whole story. You might as well stop fighting that battle. Okay? Don't ever have no favorites. Ain't no such thing. Because you know why? They wasn't married. And even if they was married, what them co-parenting skills was like. I got other siblings through that. So biologically, I only have one sibling. If we're going to get back to science and biology. I have one brother that me and him have the same mother and father. And that's my oldest brother. He's like 2 years older than me. 2 years later, here I come. Okay. But anyways, and I have a sister from her first husband. So we have the same mother. So we came out the same portal. But the seed was not harvested and fertilized the same. She got a whole nother daddy than me. Then I got 2 other brothers. I got 3 other brothers. So I got, my daddy had a son and another daughter with his wife. So I got a half brother and sister because they didn't come out of the same womb as me. They just got the same seeds, fertilization. That's it. We ain't the same, man. And let me tell y'all, they some spoiled brats. They some spoiled brats. They ain't never like me. Because I'll tell them like it is. They were spoiled. Because their mom, like I tell you, was that was the narcissist. When my father went to prison, she purposely inherited all the stuff. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I told y'all my daddy is a street dude. He did not make an honest living. That's all I got to say. So she got everything. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm going to stay right there. She got everything. She still got stuff that's a part of my family's history. Items and things that don't belong to her. Because she ain't even married to my daddy legally no more. But she took everything. That she had a house and all this other stuff. So she was able to take care of my brother and sister. Okay? She had her mother. That's a narcissist too. And her husband. All of them used to actually help her out and take care of them. And then she stopped giving a F about us. I ended up in state custody, y'all. See, that's another thing. If something was to happen to you, y'all men and women that's married to people, will your wife or husband take care of your kids and y'all kids together and your kids that's not hers? Keep it real. Y'all better be careful about who y'all have around y'all kids. Y'all gotta be careful about who y'all have around y'all kids. Man, it's deadly out here. But yeah, you don't know that, but yeah, when I ended up in state custody for years, For them, the police coming in our house, breaking in our house and everything, and taking me and my brother and separating us. That was crazy. She didn't even try to come back and get us. She didn't even care. I ended up staying in state custody until I ended up moving back in with my mom. So I moved back in my mom when I was like 12, like 11 or 12, just for them, my sister 2 years later, to get pregnant and go through that fucking storm, man. Look, y'all, I done been through some stuff, and I'm saying this because I'm happy that I came out of it, okay? So I know so many people that go through so much stuff like this is very similar to what I'm speaking of, and they couldn't dare admit these things. It's too dark. But I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Yes, you can, because that's your way to freedom. You can't hold that pain in. It's deadly. It's eating you alive. It's costing you to continue the pain throughout your whole entire life. And you deserve to be happy now after you've been through all that. Not continue to suffer and put yourself in a situation that you know is not love, because that's all you're used to. That don't make it right, okay? Y'all, that was the hot tea for today, y'all. I appreciate y'all listening to me. Y'all know I'm going to give it to y'all raw and real. Let me sip my tea. I got to give it to y'all raw and real because this is real, y'all. I'm a living testimony. That's why I can't do nothing but help people heal. I don't want nobody to ever go through the trauma and the storms and the things that I go through, or no little girl or no little boy. That stuff got to stop. It is stopping. Like, I'm for real. That's just what I care about. I told you I'm a Virgo. I care. So in my elements, all Virgos, anybody that you don't even have to be a sun sign. The Virgo energy is divine. Okay? It's a natural, and it's the virgin. In a balanced place, that's the mama of the universe. That's Isis. And that's for men and women. That's why most Virgos be on their stuff. Everybody talk about Virgos get their money. And Virgos know a lot. They do. They smart. I told you how I had a whole escape plan getting out of school early. And if I would have not got kicked out, I would have had enough money to get my own apartment and not had to go through what I go through. She didn't want to give me time. I was stacking up money faster than her. And she been working jobs plus taking care of her husband and want taking care of us. She would not feed me sometimes, y'all, because she'll say her husband got to eat. So she would feed us spaghetti and meatballs from a can or chicken noodle soup and a piece of bread while she fixed him a hot meal in our face. And he would just bite it and look at us like baby kids and talk shit to us. And she let him do that to us just because he was helping her pay some bills. Don't ever do some stuff like it to your kids. Deal with this drama now so you won't ever turn into a psychotic bitch like your mama was or your daddy. Because they didn't never get help. And they passed that shit down to you. Okay? They passed that shit down to you, and it's time for you to throw that shit back in the trash where the fuck belonged and where it should have stayed. Okay? Where it should have stayed. That is not you. That's not you. That's your trauma. That's your trauma doing all that stuff. So y'all, thank you so much for listening to me, okay? I have never really got on the live and got this personal to that degree. But Spirit told me it's time to let them see. It's time to let them see what it really is. All right? So y'all know we have the tea party today hosted by the Magic Trap at the Teddy Tavern, okay? I will be there hosting entry-level tarot card. I'm going to teach y'all all about tarot. I'm already packed up. Y'all see I'm already in my dress. I'm ready, okay, to have some tea, okay? This is what I'm doing now. I'm doing all the stuff that I love to do that used to bring me joy when I was a little girl, okay? And that was magic and tea, baby. Magic and tea, okay? So please come out. If you do not have a ticket, you can get tickets at the door, okay? I think, I don't know if it's more money at the door, but they was 10 something or 12 online, so they may be 15 at the door, and I'm just quoting that, okay? But if you could check now, the link is in my story. Check in there, and you can hit on there and go to the Eventbrite link and get you a ticket so you can see me there. Definitely dressed up, but everybody come dressed up. Y'all can come in suits and stuff. It's time for us to flex like our grandparents did. Y'all remember that? It's time to flex, y'all. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day and happy Pisces full moon. This was that water energy coming through. All right, peace, love, and balance. Copper Queen checking out.